And I would say the greatest accomplishment of United Way over 100 years, knowing the community, and that means knowing the organizational structure of the community, and by building an effective relationship with the organizations that represent the community. And we need a judgment on which organizations deserve to be supported, need to be supported. And United Way is absolutely key to making that evaluation.
United Way of Greater Mercer County has changed through the years. So I have been the CEO for 10 years now. And my job here with the team is really working on keeping our ears to the ground to figure out, to understand what are the needs of the community that's constantly evolving. A big arm of what we do is addressing the needs by direct service programming. So whether it's programs that focus on education, whether it's programs that focus on workforce development, whether it's programs that's getting more computers into the hands of individuals and families who need it, that's how we're being responsive.
The impact that the United Way has in our communities is tremendous. We will never even know the full impact that the work that the United Way does in our communities. We'll never realize it. We will hear wonderful stories. We'll hear the difference that it's made in communities' lives and individuals and families' lives. But they could not do the work that they do without their partners. They cannot do the work that they do without donors, without volunteers who give of their time and their talent, without the support of the community, telling the story of the collective impact that they have. So please, if you have an opportunity to support the United Way, please do so.
We're creating that foundation so that we can hopefully break some of the cycles for these consumers and they can be lifted up and we can move on and have a brighter future for them, whether it's better health, better setting their kids up so that they can move on to something better, financial knowledge and security. All of those things really make a long-term impact. So the activity from the staff and that support from the board, I mean, I love it. I literally love it. And I would not continue to participate as long as I had if I didn't feel I was getting that impact that I so desire to fulfill my heart. So that really makes a big difference for me. And I love it. I legit love the United Way. So I think everyone else should too.
What I'm thinking in terms of what's in the future for United Way of Greater Mercer County, we want to do more. We want to be responsive. We want to fill more community gaps. There's increased demand for our services. We want more champions and ambassadors. So I challenge each and every one of you that's in the room here today to learn about United Way of Greater Mercer County, to learn how you can be involved, learn how you can share the impact that we're having with others.
They're really a sort of one-stop shop. When you go to the United Way for assistance, you're going to get assistance directly from the United Way, or you'll get referrals from partners that they work with.
The value of the United Way is definitely resource sharing, and so taxes, career advancement, real opportunities that meet real needs for the clients is a great value to the community. And it's really helpful for a nonprofit like mine that works with the most vulnerable in our community and is really able to extend these resources to them as a trusted partner. It's similar to the United Way in that you can get a number of your needs met in one place, and so that's what our work is meant to do, to provide that wraparound support, and then to really rely on partners like the United Way to help us do that.
The United Way looks like the community they serve. And as a result, the services that they provide are culturally sensitive and relevant. They understand that service delivery is not a one-size-fits-all. You have to use local data, local insights, and information from that community in order to best serve them. They're committed to equity for all, and they provide services regardless of who you are, just based on the needs that you have. I want to encourage people, if you haven't already worked with the United Way, get to know the organization. You can do that in so many different ways. I also want to encourage people to support the United Way. You can donate, you can volunteer, you can advocate, you can tell the story of the great work that they've done, the impact that it's had either to you individually or perhaps your neighbor, or just the impact that you see generally in your community as a result of the programs they provide. So please get involved, learn a little bit more about the United Way, and support the organization.
We really need more support. And that is not just financial support. That's coming in and that's getting your hands in it and really helping.
So what United Way does well, our local United Way, we work with the business community, both small and large. We work with entrepreneurs. We work with academic institutions. We work with other community organizations, nonprofit organizations. We work with faith-based communities. Essentially, all members of the community coming together, focused on helping financially struggling families. That's what we've been doing for 80 plus years. We're hyperly focused, and we are committed to doing that.
Like no child gets left behind in school, nobody gets left behind at United Way. We do our best to help everybody.